Welcome back to the Road Show, everyone. This morning in The Buzz, today's beer summit aims to finally put to rest the controversy over racial profiling that has erupted last week. That incident, of course, was when Harvard professor Henry Louis Gates was arrested at his own home. Cambridge police say that the noted black educator was belligerent and disorderly. So if you haven't heard about this evening's beer summit yet, basically the president is having Gates and Sergeant Crowley over for a beer, hoping they can work out their differences. Take a look.
The president will drink Bud Light. Professor Gates said he liked Red Stripe, and I believe Sergeant Crowley mentioned to the president they like Blue Moon.
All right.
You know, I got to be honest with you.
When do you hear the puns that are already coming out this morning? It's red, light, and blue.
Right.
Oh. Right?
If this wasn't so serious, I'd be hysterical.
I know.
That you could actually try to solve race relations over a couple of beers. I mean,
I think it's cute.
Please.
It's cute. It's not. Nothing's really being resolved.
It's cute.
And it's very Obama. I don't think George Bush would have done the same thing.
I don't think George Washington would have done the same thing.
And you know what? And George Bush got a lot of criticism, and a lot of it rightly deserved. But I don't even think George Bush would have put his foot in his mouth like Obama did during that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Obama really did mess things up. And the whole reason they're going there is because Obama opened his mouth. He wouldn't have been inviting him over.
Well, if he hadn't said the word stupidity.
Yeah, oh my God.
This wouldn't be a story.
You're absolutely right, Vince. That one word
would not be
a very stupid thing to say.
Yeah, it was. But you know what, though? They are being... Now, granted, when the president invites you for beer, you come for beer.
No, absolutely.
But, you know what? They were angry at each other, and it's been simmering for almost 2 weeks now? Has it been that long? So, in some ways, I think it's very adult and very grown up that they're going to have this sort of chat over beer, and
it will hopefully just end it all. There's not going to be any more mention of it after this. Like, oh, they went for beer. Happy ending.
I think they both come out, whether they believe it or not, for a photo op.
Yeah.
They shake hands. They may even
raise the beer,
clang bottles or cans or whatever, and justify and say it's all under the bridge now. Everybody's cool. Both of us overreacted, and that's the end of it.
I made this comment.
Clearly, that is not the end.
No.
of it.
I made this comment earlier, though, that the officer from Cambridge drinking Blue Moon. Who did we feature on the show yesterday about the people from Blue Moon?
Yeah.
I think they're roadshow viewers.
And you know that all three of these beers, are going to get a boost now, because especially if the photo op does include the beer.
I want that Red Stripe beer. I heard that the professor from Harvard.
One thing that Jay Gibbs, the spokesperson, talked about was that Gates wanted Red Stripe, which is a Jamaican beer, and Crowley wanted Blue Moon, but I didn't hear what President Obama wanted.
Bud Light.
Oh, it was a Bud Light.
Yep.
Bud Light. Okay.
I wonder if he carefully had to choose that, if it truly is one of his favorites. There's always this mechanism, thought process involved with this.
I just think that at some level, it's so elementary, it's almost comical.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out tonight. And hopefully they drink responsibly, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Anyway.
So what are they saying over there? Courtney, what do you got for us?
Both sides as usual, which is always good to see and hear everybody's thoughts on where they weigh in. But let's take a look at foxprovidence.com on our blog here. This one's from one artist. She says, I like the beer summit idea. Just feels like the right thing to do to address an underlying racial misunderstanding. You go, Obama, is what she said. This one's from eCal, and she said they should just let them smooth things over and everyone can move on. And Ashley's on the other side of the fence. She said, I need health insurance, so he needs to get on it. So that's what's on the blog right now. And here's our poll on foxprovidence.com. Is President Obama's beer summit a distraction from his general duties? Choices are A, yes, he should focus on health care, etc., or B, no, he's trying to calm racial tensions. You can also read the story there about what's going to happen later on tonight at the White House. And on Facebook, our page is off the charts today. We've got about 7 comments, and about 4 people have said, yes, absolutely, it's a distraction. And Jane here says, I think that it's nice to see the president involved in this situation. It shows that he's concerned with the people, no matter what their situation may be. So you can weigh in either way, but I will be back in at the end of the show with your poll results.